Hello everybody and welcome back to Rule the Waves 2 as Japan. We continue our valiant struggle against the French. We've sank we sank 2 French battle cruisers last episode, plus a couple of heavy cruisers, just generally a lot of stuff. We're really making the French regret fighting us. So they were at 12, now they're at 10. I think we sank a French light cruiser as well. So I mean, yeah, we're hitting them hard. We're hitting them hard. We just need to keep up the pressure. The more pressure we keep up, the better off we are. So yeah, let's go to the next turn. Hopefully Borneo happens this turn. Scientists have made unexpected advances in submarines. So Wolfpack tactics increase in submarine effectiveness. That's good. Scientists report that they are well on the way to understanding 6-inch dual-purpose mountings. That would be nice. Coordinated airstrike management allows coordinated strikes from several carriers. Nice. Hitachi Company has developed an improved model of the fighter Hitachi Heian. So the Heian B is a bit faster, has a bit better range, has more firepower, and a heavier bomb load. It's not bad, actually. We'll take it. We sank a French sub. We won that month. Trade disruptions from raider and submarine sinkings are causing hardship and food shortages in France. They got to be having some problems with the civilian population, hopefully. Okay, looks like a French battlecruiser has shown up in Southeast Asia. So we just need to keep hitting them. We didn't invade Borneo, unfortunately. Okay, you're getting close. Yeah, you are too. Alright, let's keep going. Next turn. Battleship engagement, invasion battle. We'll accept it. They decline. Our invasion of Borneo goes ahead with no interference from the French Navy. The regime in France is racked by unrest and demonstrations. They have been forced to accept peace, with us gaining disputed territories. As part of the peace agreement, France will return the following possessions. Hey, so we got that back. We have 5 points to spend. Damn it. Well, we take Borneo and Polynesia. Take both of those. Okay, naval budget's going to be laxed. Yes. New German bomber. Okay, so we are pretty heavily in the red, but we did get quite a bit of territory from that. And they didn't keep Luganville, the bastards. All reserve. So everybody that can reserve has reserved. And then we need to send almost all of you back to Northeast Asia, where you're going to go ahead and reserve. You are going to move to the South Pacific. Because where do we need that? Yeah, South Pacific. We need some tonnage down there. As well as you lot will move to the South Pacific. Keep the rest of you there. Instead, I want you to move Southeast Asia. And then all of these destroyers will work out later. Move to Northeast Asia. All of the carriers move to Northeast Asia. And I want you to move to Northeast Asia. And then we can go ahead and put everybody on reserve. Another thing we can go ahead and do is halt construction of all of these projects. Halt construction to you. So that's not going to be a lot, but that gets us close. All right. Next turn. Yes. 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 Prestige suffers. Yes, morale suffers. Scientists report that they have suffered a temporary setback in figuring out the concept of depth charge mortars. Circular AA screen enables circular screens and improves AA effectiveness, allows battleships to screen carriers. Our scientists report that they have suffered a temporary setback in figuring out the concept of guided bombs. Navy Statistical Department has compiled a study of enemy aircraft losses in the recent war. Okay, what do we got? Total enemy aircraft shot down 20. 75 of those were done by fighters, 10% by other aircraft, 15 by light anti-aircraft. That makes sense. We don't have a lot of medium anti-aircraft on some of those ships. Okay. Alright, we did that. Now we can go ahead and all reserve. Yes. There we go. We saved a bit of cash, and we're going to not spend anything next month, just so we're back in the black completely. So, next turn. X-ray quality testing. Gradual improvement armor quality. Good, good. 6-inch dual-purpose mounting. Enables 6-inch dual DP mounts. Has no airbase. Yes. Yes. Okay. We got that going for us. Let's go ahead and resume construction of the Congo. End of view. End of view. Just get all these guys built up. And then a couple of the subs as well would be nice. We can get almost all of them up. I'll have to keep that one for a while. Okay. That's going. Next turn. Scientists report that they are currently baffled by the problems of electro-optical director. Unexpected advances in naval aviation lighter than air. Okay, that's different. Specialized landing craft improves invasion capability. Good, good. A lot of rebuilds going on right now. Alright, funding went down again. Not too far behind France, actually. So our floors are both pretty low. Alright. Things are being rebuilt. We'll keep going. The steel industry wants a stronger navy. They want you to help convince the Prime Minister to increase naval expenditure. Increase budget and tension. New floatplane scout prototypes ready for evaluation. So right now, we gain a lot more speed for both of them. Our cruising speed's even above 100, so that's good for the floatplanes. Range has been increased a little bit. Not by a lot, actually. The range is a lot lower on some of these with the heavier loads. Firepower is the same. Maneuverability is a bit better. And toughness is similar or a little bit better. I'm thinking we're losing the range on this by quite a bit with the heavy loads, so we probably shouldn't run them as a bomber. We get a much better light load range, so I'm good with that. And it's faster as well, so we're going to go ahead and accept that. And then with that floatplane scout, the new one coming out, we're going to go ahead and I think we're going to go ahead and get a new flying boat, which we want the same thing for. We want it to have good range and reliability. So that'll be going up. We can have you resume construction. And then, I'm thinking we go ahead and spend 2 months not doing anything extra, get some money, and we design a new light cruiser, because we are fairly low in numbers compared to the others. Then we can look at doing some heavy cruisers. And then we also need to look at increasing our carrier unit. Our carriers in general, just getting them up in numbers. So, next turn. There's been an internal upheaval in Hainan. If we send an expeditionary force to restore order. Yes. Come on. Order is restored. The place is now under our administration. Yes! Scientists made unexpected advances in explosive shells. Good, good. So now we got that base as well. And that increased our funding a little bit. So yeah, we are continuing to increase our dominance in the Southeast Asian area and in Northeast Asia and in the South Pacific. So we're doing a pretty historical Russian run. That's mostly because we can't conquer the eastern part of Russia. Even though I don't understand why, like, this isn't a build area for them. So I don't understand why you can't take it. Though I don't want to go to war with Russia because they have pretty big air bases in those 3 bases. So doing anything around what they have is pretty much suicide at this point, it feels like. So we're not going to do that. All right. So now we got plenty of money. We're going to go ahead and design a new light cruiser. So a new light cruiser. That one is pretty darn good. It's a heavy boy. Put some reloads on there. 2-inch belt means it's a bit lighter in armament than I'm used to. Let's go to 4 4-inch secondary guns, dual purpose mounts. It's got none of those. Can these even be dual purpose and 3 gun? It has to be double mount. Let's do that. We decrease the guns for these. I mean, our cruisers aren't gunboats. So we do that. That gets us dual purpose 6-inchers in there, which is great. That gives it a much better anti-aircraft capacity. And I'm thinking, I want to just check. If we increase tubes, I know it's going to be not balanced. Okay. So we can also decrease the deck armor to 2 inches. And I'm thinking we increase the tubes a bit. So we got that. Can we bump this up by 1 knot? We can. 34 knots puts it in line, I think, with our destroyers. And diesel's too heavy. So we got oil. Let's add more mounts. We got torpedo reloads, so we could put on 2 4-tube mounts there. So that's 12 and 12. That's 24 tubes. And that's a totally valid design. And we have exactly what we need for our anti-aircraft. And it also has mines. This is a pretty damn good light cruiser. Yeah, we're sacrificing armor a little bit. Like if we wanted to, we're close to, we could go to 2.5, but really, with it being 34 knots, that's pretty good. That is pretty good. So this would be the Yoshinayo class. So it's got a pretty decent broadside. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and go with that. Do a feasibility study. We might put 2 on the docket. We should have the money after some of these subs are finished. So go to the next turn. 2 subs commissioned. Scientists report that they are well on the way to understanding portable pumps. The Kawashi company has developed an improved model of the torpedo bomber Kawashi Bakyo C, so it's going to be the D model. It's faster in both brackets. It's got a better range, actually a much better range. They must have done something to the engine. But the bomb loads are the same. That's actually pretty good. That torpedo bomber is really good. We're going to take that. Got that. Okay, you'll be ready soon. Yeah, everything's pretty much deployed. Tonnage on stations is doing okay. Got a light cruiser, a couple of corvettes down in the South Pacific. 2 light cruisers and a destroyer with a couple of corvettes in Southeast Asia, and then all the rest of the fleet up there. That's good. A light forward deployment right now. But the question is, who are we looking at next? Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the British. yeah, the cruiser situation's a problem, and they do have more carriers. But they're spread out. And I mean, the French were pretty bad when this started. We could surprise attack them, knock out a carrier and a light carrier, destroyer and a battleship at minimum right now. Or we could go a surprise attack down here, but it'd be better in Northeast Asia. We could take this area. We could take Hong Kong. We could take Singapore and Malaya. Really knock out like European powers from Southeast Asia for the most part. Maybe even take some stuff in the South Pacific, because we do have the invasion range for at least 2 of those holdings. And if we take the Solomon Islands, we could take Papua. Can't invade Australia at all. Well, maybe if we had Papua, we could, because Townsville's right there. So it's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. I'm thinking that's going to be our goal, but we're going to need to buff up our carrier force pretty heavily to do so. So let's go to the next turn. Oh, wow. Great Britain has granted independence to the Solomon Islands. Okay. That kind of hurts that strategy I was just talking about. 2 new subs, new destroyer. French government is offering to sell us the rights to 11-inch guns of quality 1. No, because we don't really use 11-inch guns. That's because we can't put them on heavy cruisers, and if we had anything that needed something that was bigger than a heavy cruiser, we'd use bigger guns, so no. Portable pumps, gradual damage control improvement. Good. Attache Company has developed a torpedo bomber as a private venture. I'd like to know if we're interested. Okay. To compete against the Bakio D, so this would be the Sushai? I'm not sure. Better speed, better cruising speed, much better range in every bracket, more firepower, more maneuverability, same toughness, better heavy bomb load, same torpedo load. Only thing we don't know is the reliability. But that range is really good. Really good. It's more than 100 extra nautical miles with a light load, but it'll be going in medium for its torpedoes, so that's still 417 to 334, plus an extra 10. I'm gonna say this is like 10 kilometers an hour at max speed with an extra 2 cruising speed. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take that as our new replacement. New light cruiser ready. Let's go ahead and pop down 2 of you. They're expensive, but we will have the refit Congo out, which will save us some money. And we'll have some subs ready to go here pretty soon. With that, let's go ahead and get some intel on Great Britain and start building up for that war. Yeah, with the Solomon Islands gone, that kind of sucks. Though that does decrease their presence in the area, I would hope. And we can still invade Fiji. We might be able to get Papua from the Caroline Islands, because there is that single base right there. I'm not sure. That's the problem. Didn't do that. There we go. All right. Next turn. Prime Minister has returned from state visit from Germany, bringing home a proposal to solve outstanding sources of tension. Get a little bit more budget and tension with Germany. 6-inch autoloaders enables autoloader for 6-inch guns. Oof. We just put down that new that light cruiser with 6-inch guns. We could do an autoloader dual purpose mount, which make them really good. Airbase in Senya. No, yes. Senya. Oh, that is right there. I guess the local government built an airbase there at some point. Okay. Doing okay. And aircraft types, 4 more months for the flying boat, and then medium bomber is the next priority. We definitely need that. We're going to obsolete you so that you can start going heavy for this dive bomber. This torpedo bomber is getting slid in for the, well, I guess it's the new one. It's starting to get pushed out, but we're going to need more of these guys here pretty soon, so, oh well. Next turn. Unexpected advances in fire control. Okay, well, we got magnetic mines, so improved mine efficiency. The Kawashi company has developed an improved model of their... They barely even have this one out, so what did they do with this one? Better firepower. Better bomb load. I guess so. I mean, we're not losing much from it. There's only... There's barely 28... Or actually, no, there's only 24 in service. So... like, well, not in service, 10 in service, 14 ready to go into service. So yeah, 28 or 24 in existence. So yeah, let's put the new one on. It's peacetime, so I guess we can do so. Checking in terms of this. Yeah, the only thing we're really worrying about when it comes to Germany would be the dreadnoughts and the battle cruisers, but we're doing okay when it comes to carriers. Heavy cruisers and light cruisers are also pretty bad against them. Now I realize that Germany's kind of the preeminent naval power in Europe. Because World War I didn't happen in this timeline. So, that's interesting. They don't have a big colonial empire, so we could take it. And if we did, that would be pretty good if we took the Bismarck Archipelago, right? That's the... Yeah, and then what is this? This is the Marshall Islands. If we took both of those, we'd... have a pretty good forward base against the United States in the future. Oh, well, not to mention South Korea, which would be great not to have to deal with the German possession there anymore. We'll see. Both of the major naval powers is something I'm looking at trying to knock out in Asia, at least. Hitachi Company, aircraft company, is asking if we can support their participation in international air race, so it costs us 200. Absolutely. Double that. Japanese aircraft, the Hitachi Heian B wins the trophy for fastest aircraft with a top speed of 133 knots. This triumph of our aviation industry has energized the nation and raised our prestige. Hey. Unexpected advances in AP projectiles. So gradual AP penetration improvement. There we go. We're 45 prestige. That's nice. Okay. Okay, Congo will be ready to go after 4 years in dry dock. Finally, missing the whole war. Finally ready to go. There we go. Congo finished a reconstruction. New destroyer commissioned in the Navy. We got hold of a British Hawker Hector fighter. Top speed 240, combat radius, firepower 8. It's pretty high firepower. Electro-optical detector. Okay, so we got a new director for fire control. More powerful compressed air ejection. Centerline torpedo tubes allowed on ships up to 3,500 tons. The Kyushu companies developed an improved model of their dive bomber, the Koko B. So we got the C variant. Faster. Better range, barely. So slightly better range, slightly faster. We'll accept it. Take the C variant. Alright, with that amount of money in our pockets now, I think it's time we went ahead and got a new generation aircraft carrier ready to go. Okay. It's not bad. 31 knots is pretty good. 48 aircraft's not great. I think we bring this up. We bring this bad boy up to 27,000 tons. Bring the deck armor down to 4. Okay, we got 2,000 tons. Or, 2,400 tons. I'm thinking... bring you up to 6 inches and get rid of some of these turrets. Put some autoloaders on you, so then we have... we've got 8 dual-purpose auto-loader 6-inch guns for anti-aircraft fire to help with that. Edge lifts to increase that. Deck park to help with that. And then how much can we pump into the complement? 66, 67. And let's add in some catapults. Okay, where can we save a little bit of weight? There we go, 5 tons. So that'd be the Soryu class aircraft carrier, fleet carrier, with 67 aircraft complement. Take 2 years to build them. They're very expensive. How much? We got 5 tons. Can we go ahead and pop on a couple more? Alright, that's it for the anti-aircraft guns, I guess. So, got that, or we could just get rid of some of these main guns, but dual purpose mounts pretty good. And the autoloader means they're going to be firing quite a bit, so they'll have a higher chance of knocking out enemy air. 67 aircraft on board. It's pretty good. We'll go ahead and research that for 4 months, because what's our largest aircraft carrier? It'd be the Kaga class. So we're getting 7 more aircraft for quite a bit more, but they have guns, which I don't really care about is the thing. We'll go back to the drawing board with that one when it comes back up. So next turn, save up some money here. Sub-commissioner of the Navy. Make him a national hero. New flying boat prototype ready for evaluation. So let's see. Better range or better speed in both brackets. Much better range. Much better range on one of them. Firepower is a lot better. Maneuverability is the same. Toughness is the same. Much better bomb load. You can even take torpedoes with a medium load. So that'd be the Kawashi Company. It's better speed in both brackets. Better range in light. Better range in medium. Better range in heavy. Firepower is more than double. And +1 toughness. Plus a crap load more bomb. Yeah, we're going to go ahead with that as a flying bomber. So the XPB 63. I want to go ahead and request a proposal for a medium bomber. So we have an actual up-to-date medium bomber. I'm thinking we need range, and I think we need bomb load. Accept that. We'll see what they come up with. Alright. Next turn. During a coronation review, there's been a collision between one of our ships and Germany. Unfortunate accident. We don't want to antagonize Germany anymore. Scientists report that they are currently baffled by the problems of modern control systems. Improved dive bombers, increased dive bomber performance. Nice, nice. CIC, increased cap effectiveness. Nice. We can have air bases of up to 120 aircraft. That's something we should look into doing with some of the money we've got spare. Going ahead and, building some airfields. So, Caroline Islands. Peleliu, let's expand your air group. Truck, expand yours. I want you to go to reserve, and then I want you to expand from that 20 plane air group. Luganville, expand up to 60. Yokosuka, I think you should also expand. Formosa should expand. Just do a general expansion. Hokkaido, both the Hokkaido bases should go up. Ginseng should go up. Just generally increase overall our air force across the empire so that when we do go to war, we're not going to be overwhelmed. All right, next turn. Prime Minister is asking if you can guarantee victory over Germany if we should come. Not without additional funding. I'm willing to take the prestige hit for that. Scientists made unexpected advances in ASW tech. Depth charge mortar, so enables trainable depth charge mortars. Integrated CIC, increased cap effectiveness. Unexpected advances in radar and electronics. So radar-assisted gunnery. So increased gunnery accuracy with radar. Fire control radar 1. So that's great. Better 7-inch quality guns. We got quality 0. New float plane ready for op service. Good, good. Even with all those expansions, we're still making more money than we started with. In fact, if we're going to go ahead and do that, what I want to do is a motor torpedo boat squadron at Luganville. So, yeah, build one there. And then let's also build one. Is there anywhere else we really need it? Got one in North Korea. Let's Caroline Islands, build one there. Help those out. Our far off holdings. Okay. Next turn. All right. Rework the design. We're going to drop the armor on this thing quite a bit because don't really need it. 1 inch there, so that gives us 2,000 extra tons. I think with that, we're going to really pack this thing with extra aircraft. $88 aircraft, so an extra 20-ish we get on top of what we normally have, and then or what we had with previous gen aircraft carriers, and then we're going to pump up the anti-aircraft guns a little bit. There we go, 26 extra tons, everything's okay. That's the one we're going to go with. Yes. Yes. Okay. That design we're going to go with. The Soryu with 88 aircraft and plant, like, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 of them. If we build 2 or 3 of them, I think we'll be in a fairly good situation. But looking at the time, I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here because, yeah, we're a little over time, actually. So thank you for joining me for this episode. If you'd like to, please leave a comment down below. Hit that like button. If you want to support the channel, click the subscribe button down below, as well as take a look at the description down below, where I have links to my Discord and my Patreon page. I'll see all of you in the next episode. Bye!